Welcome to GRC. Got a special video today. This track behind me is the Ride racetrack in Sydney. It's the track I originally started racing on before I moved to Hills. This is a drone footage of a practice session we had. Well, it'll be a couple of 18 months ago or so now. Thanks to Matt Chang for the video footage. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to show this video is because there's an interesting thing around racing lines that I wanted to talk about. So, just watching these cars go around, it's interesting to see all the different cars doing different racing lines. And whenever you're learning to race, you're always told, about hitting your apexes and that kind of thing. So I was interested in finding out how much exactly do you save by running on the racing line. And it's a remarkable amount. So essentially, this track is 200 meters long in total. And recently, the club guys who were preparing the track measured the track distance. So it was at 200 meters if you went around directly inside the track. Now, they also did the same thing on the racing line, and the difference was 13.5% in total distance. So if I just show you, let's just pause this for a minute and just show the grid. This is the same track. The red line is the middle of the track line, and the green line is the racing line. Now, this is a little bit rough, but essentially this you get the idea of hitting apexes and hugging the sweepers and this kind of stuff. Now, if you drove in the middle of the track, but didn't make a mistake, and went as fast as you could, and then drove the racing line, didn't make a mistake, you would be, over a 5-minute race, you'd be 1.5 laps ahead if you did the racing line, doing the same speed. Now, the other thing is, with the racing line, you normally can go faster. So the theoretically is, when you're hugging the big sweepers, you're able to go faster than you are in the middle of the track. But if you're new to racing and you're wondering, you see people often trying to go as fast as they can, worrying about the speed of the car more than the direction of the car and the placement of the car around the track, then 13% is huge. 1.5 laps down if you went the same speed racing line compared to middle of the track. And recently, of the videos I've shown, where I was showing the stock finals from the New South Wales state titles, and Dave Warner, and he does not go faster than anyone else on the track. He's just super efficient. You hear this term efficiency get used about racers. That's essentially what they're doing. They're doing less meters than everyone else on the track. And even if I raced the same speed as Dave, but hung out in the middle or did a poor racing line, essentially be 1.5 laps down on me. It's such an important thing to learn. It's something I've only started learning now, like how important it is. When you start racing, it doesn't matter how many times people say to you, hit the racing line, you kind of, you don't always do it. You're just worried about going as fast as you can and getting the car geared up to be as fast as it can and not thinking about just driving efficiently. So if you're new to racing, it's really important to just really concentrate. And I've started doing it recently. So the last race where I did better than I've done in ages and I kind of went away from it, I just slowed down and really tried to hit the apexes. And a lot of the on-road stuff I've been doing has really lended itself. It's got me to focus, especially with the F1, because the F1 is so unforgiving. So it's made me concentrate, touring cars on roads the same, on hitting the apexes and just getting around the track as efficiently as possible. And when I started going off-road and started doing the same thing, it made a massive difference. So I'm really excited about getting to racing again, because even though I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, it's a big realization for me how important it is. And getting that sort of, people measuring the track and coming back with that. And even if you've watched some of this footage here, this is just a practice session, so there's good people and strong drivers and new drivers. But even if you watch this footage a little bit, you just see people who are doing things efficiently, just gaining on these other cars so rapidly, like that white car's doing at the moment in the middle there. So it's really interesting to see how important it is. And if you watch the good drivers, if you're down at a track with your club, just take the time to watch the top fast guys and look at what they're doing. There's a whole bunch of stuff they're doing in prep and thinking about it and all this kind of stuff. But one thing you can definitely observe is just watching the A main. If you're not in the A main, try to watch it. Watch it as much as you can. And then watch the guys at the front of the A main and just see what they do getting around the track. And at your track, there's so much time. It'll take you a long time to learn, and even at the Hills track, and I can't wait to get back to ride. I've done thousands of laps on this track, but can't wait to race there because there's so much, you need so much time to learn all the fast parts, the best parts, the most efficient ways to get around the track. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Quick video. I just wanted to talk about it. Yeah, so there's, 1.5 laps difference, not take into account the fact you can go faster on the racing line compared to running in the middle of the track, let alone running on the outside of the track where it will be the same again. You'd be 3 laps down if you're on the outside of the track compared to the racing line. So anyway, that's it. It's a tip for today. It's a really important one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're an experienced driver, you've got things to add, or a new driver and you're finding it useful, please let me know. But if you do like the video, please like it and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos in the future. It really helps me out when I get that, people give me to feedback that they like what they're seeing and stuff like that. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with some more videos. I've got some more of the 4-wheel drive stock A main to get through from the state titles. Can't wait to bring that to you, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody. Cheers. Peace.